My dear HR fellow professionals of Sudarshan Chemicals, I am happy to share about the HR business partnering. HR business partner as a role is over abused in India, and as a title, as a position, it is assumed that this is generalistic profile handling everything in the organization. My understanding, based on the HR transformation models which I implemented in different organizations where I work, is as follows. HR business partnering is about transformation. HR business partner is about leadership. HR business partnering is about making the impact. This impact can be for the people working in the organization or the business itself. And that's why the skill set, competencies, and capabilities required to perform this role are totally different. You may not necessarily the functional expert in HR itself, but you need to be the business manager to lead the HR business partnering. HR business partnering can be individual contributor role. It can be leadership role, handling the big team. But finally, it is how you are courageous, curious, and confident to play the role of coach, consultant, advisor to the CEOs, business leaders, managers, for the employees. This is also about challenging the leadership, challenging the managers, help them, support them to be the better manager, to the better leaders, so that they perform well in their roles and finally the business is impacted positively. Based on my experience while working as HR business partner, I am currently heading the HR function, but still I am HR business partner. And this role is high demanding nowadays. Of course, it is not a rocket science. It's about understanding the business, having the proper knowledge about the organization, working closely with the leadership team on organizational development, leadership initiatives, leadership development initiatives, and organizational redesigning if required, whenever necessary. And fundamentally, the skill set required for this role can be learnable. If you have a high learning ability or learning agility, you can learn those skills easily. HR business partner is accountable for everything in the organization for particular business area. Understand the difference between accountability and responsibility. You are accountable. HR business partner is accountable. Not necessarily he or she is responsible. Because in a modern HR transformation models in different organizations, those few jobs of HR are handled by different people. For example, if it is a transactional HR role, like your attendance, payroll, documentation, recruitment, logistic arrangement, welfare, these are handled by HR shared services. And you have talent acquisition, compensation benefit, people development and talent management as a center of excellence. So they are expert in designing the different policy framework for different areas in HR. However, HR business partner is like a key account manager, what we use in sales for the people and the managers and the leader. And he or she has to coordinate, collaborate with these different functions within the organization, within the HR itself, and get the job done. So that's why I'm saying he or she may not be responsible because it is done by somebody else, but finally accountable. Business leader will ask the questions to HR business partner. They will challenge HR business partner if they don't get the desired results in the business. And that's why I said that this role is a transformational role. Of course, it is not that easy because the transition from generalistic HR to the leadership HR, like HR business partner, is a painful process. But in every painful process, there is a transformation. The butterfly undergoes this painful process from the cocoon to the butterfly. That journey is painful for butterfly. And that's exactly is about HR transformation. HR business partner fundamentally has to think in a different way. So sometimes it is a critical role where he or she has to think critically, play the role of devil's advocate, challenge the business, bring the outside in overview, and design the programs with the help of COEs for the team, for the organization. I will say that the success of HR business partner is when you are recruiting the people within the organization for the senior roles. Your internal hiring ratio, that means you are playing a major role of leadership. And that's why it is very important to understand those imperatives of HR business partnering. And those are business acumen, strategic thinking, collaboration, communication, courage, curiosity about the business, asking questions, and confidence. Because the people will observe you, the leaders will observe you. And it starts with, in those meetings, asking relevant questions about the business. And then thinking about the HR and supporting the business leaders and managers. And for that, you can use different strategies like visiting the customer along with your sales teams, working on the shop floor, working with the people, understanding the whole process of the business, and then bringing those imperatives in HR function itself. So finally, my take on this is that the successful HR business partner is always confident, curious, conscious about the surrounding, and asking the right questions to the business leaders. I wish you all the best and enjoy those days in your HR conference in a beautiful place at Roha. Thank you for inviting me to speak on this topic. Thanks.